Columbine by Dave Cullen. Two boys, Eric and Dylan, grew up in similar environments, rustic small towns. Eric was a military brat, his dad constantly moving from town to town following his job. This made it very hard for Eric to make friends. Dylan, on the other hand, had plenty of friends, and would be seen as normal by anyone's standards. What people didn't see was Dylan's desperate need for approval. Dylan, unlike Eric, stayed in one place his whole life, a small city called Columbine. Littleton, or Columbine as called by the locals, is a city that came to be because of the industry movement. Once jobs opened up in a rural area, people moved there. Then neighborhoods were built, restaurants, then a school. Columbine is just a small town in Colorado with a population of just over 40,000. On April 20th, 1999, 3 days after prom, Eric and Dylan came to school wearing trench coats containing a full arsenal of weapons, ready to use at their school. They planned to use their guns in conjunction with bombs they had strategically placed around the school. Although the plan was mass destruction, it ended only in 13 people losing their lives. To those inside the building, the terror went on for hours, but in reality, Eric and Dylan had shot themselves just after 28 minutes. This trauma affected the entire nation, changing the lives of every high school student and every parent. This was the biggest attack on a school that the nation had ever seen, and one it will never forget. The first assumption everyone made was that Eric and Dylan were goth, emo, dark, menacing, and that they always acted like killers. Everyone was wrong. Eric and Dylan fit in well in their high school. They had friends, and they complained about teachers. They seemed normal by anyone's standards. The press went wild with the story, showing someone jumping out of a window on national news, feeding the nation lies about Eric and Dylan. It wasn't until recently that the true story of what happened that day was told. In the end, after all the truth had been revealed, there are two things we learned. Things aren't always as they seem, so don't judge a book by its cover. And you never know when you'll lose someone.